outsider. Let me feel your spirit. I sense no deception. I think you may be able to help us. Since my apprentice trusts you, I will as well. The crow, I was afraid she would run into trouble. But she's a good apprentice. One I find myself leaning on more and more since my sight left me and age has taken its toll. You must bring an offering of nature and earth to each of the wards. The fallen branch, placing the offerings at the 4 wards isn't the hard part. Gathering them and dealing with whatever prowls our homeland is. You see the world with different eyes. I've heard the spirits called.
Isn't it obvious? Nocturnal has abandoned us.
That's ridiculous, Eamon. We're going to restore the wards. Those are perfect. Perfect. That's just what we need.
In that cave, not up here.
That's all of the offerings. Now we need to place them at the wards. Nocturnal, spirit of the night, accept this offering and send your crows to guard us. Ursine, spirit of the hunt, accept this offering and make our bounty plentiful. Moloch Baal, spirit of torment and trouble, accept this and teach us to endure the struggle.
I sense, on behalf of the Crow-Eye clan, I thank you, outsider. I can feel the energy flowing through the wards like water. Since you made the offerings, I must ask you to present yourself at the ritual pyre. The spirits began this negotiation with you. We are the land, and the land is us. Spirits, accept our offering and restore our wards. Karthwasten belongs to the Reach. Something has gone wrong. Outsider, come speak to me. I don't understand. The ritual, yes, but I don't know why the ritual failed. Be my eyes, outsider. Examine the ritual pyre and see if anything strikes you as odd or...
The spirits abandon us, Fiolan. We need to leave this place.
No, I oversaw the placing of the offerings myself. It should have worked.
Of course it failed. You involved an outsider.
Something must be interfering with the ritual. Did you find anything to explain? I recognize these. They're from a plant that grows beneath Karthwasten. These look wrong, though. This isn't like the plant I've seen before. It seems contaminated in some way. It grows in nearby caves and down in the Sanarak mine. Before we reclaimed Karthwasten for our clan. Outside, I agree.
I'll go to the mine with the outsider.
No, Aemon. I'm the shaman's eyes. I need to do this. Meet me there. We need to find the source of this corruption.
Say less.
smells of blood and rot in here. Let's be ready for anything. What are these outsiders doing down here? These Grey Host bastards, under our very feet this entire time. We've seen them prowling the... Let's burn all traces of this plant. And you're saying? Let's burn.
Killed the hell out of that rat.
Foul thing. Burn. Burnt to cinders. Good work.
That's not good.
Good work. If we take out those pillars, it should damage the mine enough to hold the grey host.
I guess the mine wasn't falling down behind us. Would have been pretty cool to see, though. Like an animation scene, cutscene of you guys rolling it out.
Shaman Ulvok, the corruption has been dealt.
The land, it sighs in relief. Whatever you and Fjallan did, it made everything whole again. I can feel it. Excellent. Then let's not waste time. The sooner the ritual is completed. As before, present yourself at the ritual. Corruption is Garthwasten's. We ask the spirits to once more bless and defend our home. I feel power returning to the wards. The spirits stand with us once more.
The ritual, it worked. The last remnants of the storm seem to be cleared away. The worst of it is finally behind us. And thanks to you, we have our natural defenses in place again. Karthwasten is safe again. Now that our wards are back in place, I think so. We still need to deal with the remaining villagers who turned feral, but we collapsed part of the mine, so we shouldn't have any more trouble from that direction. Oh, I'm more certain of that than ever. I asked for help, and the spirits provided. The fact that they sent an outsider, that gives me and the clan something to think about. Not everything outside this village is dark and dangerous, as safe as it can be. Here, my friend. This is for you. You may not be...
Fionn, you refused my counsel at great risk to us all.
Aye, Eamon. I did. You were wrong. This is our home. We couldn't abandon it.
Fionn, I'm sorry. You and the outsider made things right.
Those are the 3 pillars we need to get to.
Eagle Seers, Sixfords, have you no words to share? An outsider has better sense than the lot of you. Come, outsider, help me prove a point. Your arrival at this moment is most fortuitous, outsider. Come, help me teach these wayward clans how to behave like proper warriors of the These two clan chief children to participate in the rite of handfasting. Once they receive my blessing, they can announce their intention to marry and unite these clans in kinship. It's not so much a matter of need as of instruction. I want your example to teach these clans how to put aside their differences and get along. Present yourself to the betrothed, Eslin and Modern, and wish them goodwill. That should suffice. Eslin and Modern wait to the north, at the Handfasting Cave. We isolate them for a time, so a betrothal announcement in a sense. It is how we let the folk of the Reach know that our wedding nears, that two clans will be brought together. As is custom, Eslin and Modern are isolated in the Handfasting Cave nearby, getting acquainted. You sound surprised. Is that not how marriages are arranged where you come from? They belong to different clans. Clans that do not... All clans? No. But a number of the smaller clans recognize my experience and authority. They pledge fealty and rely on me to help them settle differences when they arise. And even an outsider must know that there is strength in numbers. But clan chiefs have a hard time. You picked up on that, did you? All you need to know at the moment is that the Eagle Seer and Sixford clans have been at odds for generations. I hope to dampen those tensions by joining the clans in marriage.
The Chief of Chiefs is allowing you to go to the Handfasting Cave? Outsider, when you see Modern... No, forget I said anything. Yes, no! Give Modern and the Eagle Seer woman your blessing, outsider. Just as the Chief of Chiefs instructed. Each of us have a part to play in this fiasco. Opposed? Look, Modern and I grew up together. I want what's best for him. And now they're binding him to some Eagle Seer hellion, and I've said too much. Go.
First, the Chief of Chiefs demands offer my son to the cursed Eagle Seers. Then she involves an outsider in the matter just to shame us. Very well, outsider. Offer your blessing to my son and the Eagle Seal sow, so we can finish. What should I be? Not only am I forced to endure the presence of the Eagle Seers, I must allow my son Modern to marry one of them. The Chief of Chiefs asks much of us. Modern is an adequate scout, but he's a sorry hunter and an abysmal fighter. I suppose if there's any good in all this, it's that Chief Eagle Seer is fool enough to accept such a poor match for his daughter. That!
If I hadn't heard the Chief of Chiefs' words with my own ears, I'd think this another trick of the hated Sixfords. Still, you have your task, outsider. Get on. What's to be happy about? I'll abide by the Chief of Chiefs' counsel, but I can't imagine a blood bond between us and the Sixford clan. I just hope the lad's worthy. Eslin's my one and only. She's got 4 older brothers, but she's the fiercest child I've ever whelped. Eagle Seer blood runs strong through her veins. Thank Baal. Modern needs to mind their edges. Not that the Sixfords give much mind to anything. That has nothing to do with you, outsider. Do as the Chief of Chiefs bids, so we can get on.
The Chief of Chiefs is crafty, I'll give her that. Using an outsider to shame the Sixfords, and us too, I suppose. Not the best way to start a marriage, but... Chief Eagle Seer is my brother. I love him and his daughter dearly, but this feud has been going on since longer than anyone can remember. When all the drama has come to an end, the Eagle Seers and the Sixfords are still going to hate each other. Nothing will change that. As for my niece, she won't do anything she doesn't want to. I'd feel sorry for Madeira. This isn't the time or place for such talk.
Oh, how they shut you down. Get on with it. This isn't time, guys. I don't want to hear it. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do, dude.
chiefs, please. Ah, the outsider. I'll speak to you over here. Is it done, outsider? Did you offer your blessing to the intended couple? I can't read those infernal scratchings. Only Chief Eagleseer and his daughter bother with such things. What does the note say, outsider? No, this is unacceptable. This handfasting must take place. I need you to find them and bring them back, outsider. You see the animosity between these clans. They have fought and spilled each other's blood for generations. I finally got them to agree to a compromise. A bond of peace predicated on the marriage of Eslin and Modern. Please, they must have gone north. Otherwise, they would have had to pass us, and we would have seen them. Search the area to the north of the ring, and track them down. I'll keep the chiefs distracted. Thank you for helping with this. Remind Eslin and Modern what's at stake here. They both understand what this feud has cost both clans. What peace would mean for us all. They are young. Their blood will cool, and they will see that coming home is the only wise...
Dropping things, Dot.
Quiet, Eslin. Someone's coming. This may seem like the perfect spot to ambush us and take our belongings, outsider, but don't let the desolation fool you. Our clan warriors are hiding right behind those rocks. So, what do you want from us? I don't like breaking my word to the Chief of Chiefs, but I can't go through with the hand fasting. I can't marry it. I'm already pledged to another. Drisen of the Sixford clan. Before her brother died, I promised I would marry her and look after her. How can I break one obligation to honor another? Even for the sake of our clans? No. We did our hand fasting in secret. Drisen is a good woman. There's little love between us, but I gave her brother my word before he died. And Eslin clearly doesn't want to marry me. I want to end this feud. But there has to be another way. If you don't mind, stranger, talk to Eslin. I have a lot to think about right now. As much as my father might wish otherwise, I am the son of the Sixford clan's chief. It was the Chief of Chiefs' idea to connect our clans.
Why are you following us, outsider? We may be young, but we're still warriors of the Reach. You won't find us to be easy prey. Not while the Chief of Chiefs and my father plan to marry me off like some imperial princess. Look, I don't even know if I want to marry at all. And my father and the Chief of Chiefs parade me around the Reach, saying I'm to be wed to a sod I've never laid eyes on before. Modern has his own reasons to shirk the hand fasting, so we both ran. It's not fair of them to put that responsibility on our shoulders. It's a worthy idea, but why do we have to be the ones to carry it out? I won't be forced into a marriage because our people can't stop killing each other. This feud is older than these crags. I doubt anyone knows its cause.
A Vadishran might know. They keep the history of the clans.
If we learn the reason for the feud, Maybe we could end it. Then we wouldn't need the damned hand fasting.
A Vatishran named Barth visited the Sixth Ford once. My father spoke highly of him.
I know that name. He visited us too. He has a camp in the hills southeast of here.
It's a thin hope, but if we can find Barth, he might know more about the feud between my clan and the Eagleseers. Even before all this, I had heard of Chief Eagleseer's daughter. Fair as a rose and just as thorny. But we did get to know each other in the cave. At least a little. She's smart. Passionate. His name is Barth. A living legend from what the elders say.
Asking the Vatishran about the origin of our feud. That's as good an idea as any. At least it's better. As fierce as Chief Sixford, I expected Modern to be a mighty warrior. He seems nice enough, but more like a hare that some witch turned into a human. His word is his bond, though. That's something. Didn't the Chief of Chiefs tell you? I am the daughter of Chief Eagleseer. Or I was. I have half a mind to exile myself and cut all ties to my damned clan. I tell you, I won't be... I didn't meet him when he came to see the Eagleseers. Didn't the Chief of Chiefs tell you?
This is his camp. But where's the Vatishran?
I don't like the look of this.
That's the Vatishran Shillelagh. He wouldn't just leave it behind.
That's a Thornroot's clan knife, used for dark magic. The Thornroot clan uses the ruins over the hill.
Their witches must have taken the Vatishran. We have to help him.
Without weapons, we'll just get in the way. A friend here will need to rescue the Vatishran.
Put it on me to rescue.
Damn the Thornroot clan. Damn them all.
You've come to the wrong place, outsider. Briar Rock belongs to the Thornroot clan. The Thorn... You'll find the cages where me people are being held. The Briar... These are hard.
thorn roots told us we'd be next for the ritual.
Big old clothes with spikes on them.
Thank you. I saw the Hag Ravens take Chief Farrowin up that tower. Please, help him.
I'm getting out of here before it's too late. If you find Farrowin, tell him he was a fool to parley with the Thorn Roots.
Well now, you're no Thornroot. Care to lend me a hand, stranger? I don't know who you are, but right now, I welcome anyone who comes to kill Thornroot. Madonna, head to the height. The grave. Briarheart's died.
You come to join my army then? Rise from your grave, defend the tree! Rise from your grave, defend the tree! I command you.
Yes?
Kill everyone just to get through a friggin' door?
don't know what you're doing in this terrible place, friend, but would you oblige an old man and undo these bindings? Those damned hag-ravens were talking about flaying the skin from my bones. Ah, that's better. Now, could you help me get out of here? Never thought I'd be so happy to see a gate in all my years.
These are dark days.
Now, let me thank you proper. Since Hind, I appreciate the help, Wanderer. I'm in your debt. Are you in the habit of wandering into dangerous ruins and... well, that's an oddly specific request. Most people prefer the tale of Red Eagle's final hours. Why does an outsider care about the feud between two minor clans of the Reach? Ah, so this is about the handfasting at Throldan Ring? Eslin of the Eagle Seer and Medeirin of the Six Ford, if I'm not mistaken. You saved my hide, so a story's the least I can give you. You go on ahead. After all that running and sneaking, I need to catch my breath. My camp is up on the ridge, to the east. I'm a Vatashran outsider. Knowing what happens in the Reach as well as the practices of its people is my duty. It's me and my kind that bring tales and tidings to the clans of these hills.
Thank you. Reach folk are no stranger to feuds. But what the Thornroot clan did here was a mockery of our traditions. Strange that the punishment for their treachery came at the hands of an outlander. For the moment, after we tend our wounded, I mean to talk to my father about finding our safety in the wilds. You're the reason we have that chance, and the Hill Hunters will never forget it. Time to put this place behind us. Until these troubles... The Reach is timed. More of us. My father asked me the same question. If it's up to me, we're for the mountains now. It's a hard life, but it's safe. Aye, I know that now. I won't always be able to see the best course for the hill hunters. But I believe that if I... Rebels retreat? That's a bold thought. Maybe we picked the wrong stronghold and the wrong allies. If there's no refuge anywhere in the Reach, might as well face our foes with spear in hand. Aye, I know that now.
You're lying. You stole the cow from the Chief of Chiefs.
Bald, take me if I speak untrue. She was stone drunk. I plucked it.
A 6-4 and an eagle seer, yammering away like a couple of jackdaws. Now I've seen everything.
Vatishran.
Calm yourself, lad. Your friend here told me what you and the lass are thinking. I really do like this camp. Perfect location. I expect I'll have to move, though. Can't depend on outsiders delivering me from the Thornroot Witches again, can I? It's an old hatred. I pieced the tale together during my time with the elders of both clans. Before there was the Eagle Seers or the Sixfords, there was a man. They fashioned the Lover's Coil, a totem of stone symbolizing the spirals of their lives entwining, of their love. But the day they were to wed, the coil broke. They believed it a sign of the displeasure of the spirits, so the pair separated. The man's bloodline became the Eagle Seers, the woman's the Sixfords. The love they once shared festered into hate. Battles were fought. Each clan rallied around a fragment of the Lover's Coil. Proof, they said, that the spirits ordained their feud.
What story? I never heard it before. The elders never talk about it.
What if we tell everyone the story and we repair the coil? Vartashran, the fragments of the coil, what became of them?
The tales say they were lost at the battles of Carfspire Lee and Fowlon's Ire.
I know Fowlon's Ire. I'll look for a fragment there. Our friend can search Carfspire Lee.
All right, Eslan. I'll escort the Vatishran back to Herolden Ring.
All those highlighted things or resources I can get out of King Island. There's everything in my main.
Eslin? Where are you? Eslin? Outsider? If you're here, then that means... Oh, Madern, you fool! I ran all the way from Horolden Ring, only to realize I'm in the wrong place. Damn it all! I was supposed to be helping Eslin, but I might have gotten the two places mixed up. Serves me right for trying to accomplish anything with the Mud. Indeed. I was worried about Eslin. As soon as I settled the Vatishran at Horolden Ring, I suppose I've grown to care for her a bit. All that talking, if something's happened to Eslin, I won't make it in time to help. I didn't know her when this all started. Then I came to know her wit, her laugh. Any soul with a heart in their breast would grow fond of those, even if they shouldn't.
Oh, hit that. See if we can find Eslin. So important.
Outsider? Oh, perfect timing. I could use your help. I found the fragment, but can't get to it. A giant made camp right on top of it.
Eslin!
Madern? What are you doing here?
I had to make sure you were unarmed. I'm glad you're safe.
I ran into a bit of trouble, but I'm better now.
Let's do something about this giant. Is it a giant problem? Yeah. Hey, there's a heavy sack. Oh, you know. Try to steal the heavy sack.
Well, you made quick work at that. You already found the cold fragmented Karthspire Lee, eh? All that's left is to go to Hroldan Ring and see the end of this. I sent him back to Hroldan Ring so he and the Vatishran could gather what they need to fix the Lover's Coil. I told him I'd wait to make sure that you got back safely. Speaking of which, can I ask why you came? How did you know I needed help? I thought so. Outsider, forgive me for laying my burdens on you, but it's been nagging at me for a bit now. What if everything we're doing isn't worth it? What if Madern and I just went along with the hand fasting? I don't, but maybe I could, if it were him. I know what my heart is telling me. I'm falling for Madern. I'm a true fool for it, especially after starting this whole mess. But I know he's already pledged to another. I can't tell him how I feel. We ought to stick to the plan. We have both fragments of the Lover's Coil. I'll take them to Roldan Ring and get them repaired. Then we can end the feud and be done with all this. I'm just confused. My mind and my heart are telling me two different things, and I've never been sure which is the smarter of the two. I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about.
I think this quest line hits kind of close to home to a lot of people. That's why I laughed.
And so, the hatred between your two clans was born of a twist of fate, the shattered Lover's Coil. But today, Modern and Eslin have restored the Lover's Coil. Let their efforts show that you need not continue this quarrel.
Thank you for the tale, Honored Bartishran. We will discuss this. Eslin Modern, wait in the hand-fasting cave. Outsider, I bid you stay.
I'll just haunches a while, if it's all the same to you.
Where have you been, outsider? Post to fetch Eslin and Maderd and bring them back quickly, not entertain this wild endeavor. The chiefs are about to come to blows as it is. What's the meaning of the Vartishran's tale?
Started.
With what? This? Lover's Coil? They are fools to think that all the problems of the Sixford and Eagleseer clans can be solved by restoring some... Maybe not, but these clans have spilled each other's blood for generations. No relic from some bygone age will stay their weapons. The hand-fasting can end this violence today. Now, go give Eslin and Modern your blessing, so we can get on with this. Spirits take me. This is what I get for involving an outsider. Fine, but be quick about it.
I thought it might come to this. It seems the decision rests with you now. Either force the hand fast. Each of these chieftains, it's not mine. If Eslin, it is a difficult matter. End the feud today, and you stop the violence right away. But I'm famished after that telling. And wouldn't you...
Where in the mirrors... With what? This? Lover's Coil? Maybe not, but these clans have spilled each other's blood for generations. No relic from some bygone age. Good. You had me worried there for a moment, outsider. Now, I'll say a few words to conclude the hand-fasting set.
I mean, they already feel that way about each other, so why wouldn't I just...
You're back? What did the Chief of Chiefs say? I could see it in all their faces. They weren't moved at all by the tale of the Lover's Coil. Well, the good thing is that prospect is not nearly as nauseating as it was earlier today. I've fallen in love with him, outsider. I won't deny it. But the vow he made to Drisen, to go through with the hand fasting, would mean he'd have to break his promise to her. It'll hurt him badly. If I truly care about him, I can't allow... Let's get to the end of this then. For good or ill. I think so. I'm just worried about Modern. If we're to be married, I don't want there to be any guilt.
Bumping into something.
I don't know how much longer we can wait here. Did you discuss things with the Chief of Chiefs? I think that is what my heart wants too. The more I sit here and think about it, the more foolish this plan to defy the hand-fasting seems. But I made a vow to Drisen. What kind of man would I be if I can't keep my word? Perhaps you're right. Drisen will have a better life if she's allowed to follow her heart. It's not fair to stay with her just because of a promise I made ages ago. She deserves more than that. I'll do it, outsider. Even if it may hurt her. I think I am. Dresden is strong. She'll be alright. And when we're finished with the hand fasting, the Six Fords and Eagle Seers will know peace. That's what's important.
How mopey they are. Funny.
Ah, here they come. Let us complete the rite. Eslin of the Eagle Seer, Modern of the Sixford, will you take up the vow of marriage?
Aye.
And you, Modern Sixford?
Aye.
Then the hand-fasting rite is complete. Now, we've a wedding to plan.
Modern, what becomes of us now?
Peace between the Eagle Seers and Six Fords at last. I know it's not what these two originally intended, but given the way they look at each other, I cannot say, outsider. Though I must have spun 100 score tales in my lifetime, I don't have words to answer you. It is up to Eslin and Madeira now. Many lives will be saved because of this handfast. Normally I'd tell you to offer congratulations to the happy couple, but this was a strange affair all around. Hopefully their newfound affection for each other won't falter when they have to return to their holdings. I have not been to the ring in some time.
It was a near thing, but the hand fasting is done. Now there can be peace between the Eagle Seers and Six Fords.
I followed my heart, and the feud is done with. Thank you for your help, outsider. This is a triumph. I only hope Dresden can forgive me, that she someday understands that a life with me would not have filled her heart as she deserves. Perhaps I should, but I don't. Speaking with you helped. I can see a future for Dresden. That gives me hope, and I see mine with Eslin, and that makes me hopeful as well. It was a hard choice, but in the end, I'm glad I made it.
We did it, outsider. It's funny. All that time we spent trying to thwart this plan, only to go along with it in the end. Love is a strange force, isn't it? I only hope Modern has no regrets. I know it wasn't easy for him to go back on his word. Part of me feels foolish for agreeing to a marriage I fought so hard against. But no, I don't regret it. There will be peace now, and Modern is a good man. I just hope he will see me with love, and not as a reminder of guilt as we go forward.
Well, that went smoother than I expected. It certainly took long enough, but I suppose the end result is worth it. Still, the sooner we leave this place, the better. I do not enjoy time away from my clan holdings.
My business here is concluded, outsider. My clan has new allies now. That'll take some getting used to.
So that's done. Alright, well, I hope if you actually stayed with me and watched this, you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go and